you're always involved in your own tragedy. You know what happened to you, and you know what happened to your daughter. And as an American, you think of what happened to the Americans, and you know what happened to the people in the plane. And here, for the first hand, you hear the people in Lockerbie saying, the fire raining from the sky. And I jotted down some phrases, and then just Mrs. Bell, she had one phrase as she's going out into the garden, and she tripped, and her son, or it was her brother, I guess it was, said, no, don't worry, it's just meat. And you know what it was, and it chills you unutterably.
And I was in Lockerbie from December 23rd, 1988 to January 1st until my brother was identified. So as the people from the area, in particular Lockerbie, were explaining the carnage and what was taking place, I actually saw it and lived through it, as I keep saying, for the most intense days of my life.
It was not just the victims' relatives who suffered, but the whole community suffered. There's another thing that made it easier for us, I think. Speaking for myself, I know exactly where my daughter's body fell, and therefore I know that the grisly descriptions we had this morning were not of her body.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is, of course, we've come to terms with it. The worst possible thing that could happen happened 11 years ago. And to some extent, there's nothing that can be said or done that can really make it any worse.